Me mo bi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. Friends of Kennedy Agyapong. Mo here ananse ya na me report a story on Kennedy Agyapong so ache. Ya na mo ka se metan no, but at the end of the day me report a story one is so ya na emu de. Anyway, Kennedy Agyapong about bontin den sema ba betuja na I want us to read the article and try to understand what Kennedy Agyapong is saying. I feel guilty when I see my children working abroad whilst Ghanaian graduates suffer. Kennedy Agyapong say debia eyana oti wonimu eyaw ewonimu se wo hu ne se ne ma ewa abrochire eye adwuma na Ghana fo omomo awie school egu Ghana ha ebre a eya no feel say erade ewiase ben kre ne. This is what Kennedy Agyapong is saying. Maybe that's not what he's saying, but maybe me na me narrating this. Enti ne yanko read near head into Kennedy Agyapong work and some now work and na you'd want to wait for my analysis on this. I say the member of parliament for Asin Central constituency Kennedy Agyapong has lamented the negative effects of the high youth unemployment in the nation. The lawmaker, who is aspiring to become the flag bearer of the governing New Patriotic Party, bemoaned that whenever he compares the living conditions of Ghanaian graduates with others abroad, it makes him feel sad. Speaking in an interview on Peace FM's Evening News on February 24, 2023, he said he always feels guilty about the living conditions of the Ghanaian graduates who are unemployed and struggling in their own country, because all of his children
MELODIES
who attended
TV
school
on
abroad
YouTube
are gainfully employed and living comfortable lives. I see the most important thing is how we are going to create jobs for the youth in this country, because I feel guilty that my children who are in America finish school and are gainfully employed, but here the youth finish university and has no job to do. Also, sometimes for about 6 years, then they are still depending on their parents. I am worried about those things because finishing school for about 6 years without work sometimes makes them give up on life, he said. He urged delegates of the NPP to vote for him in order to fulfill his dream of becoming president, because he's prepared to create a large number of jobs for the youth. As I have opened several companies as an individual businessman, I cannot employ all the graduates who have completed school. So I've decided that I will come and change things if I become the president. And Kennedy Agyapong semwa work no. Or say yanto abamano because otenase no hesen ya nemba enye adwuma wa abrochire na nkrofo graduate ewie school wa Ghana na 6 years on omo nye adwuma nye ya eya na ene ya pa intino eya de bi e wo se ye toma no, because we businessman we bi enwuma but on to me for bia be ye toma na ene de ye the Ghana resources in nation in Santo betumi aye adwuma ama Ghana o man ni na listen, this is what I want to say. And what Kennedy Agyapong is saying is true, though. I mean, it is true. But this is what I want to say. Why is it that Kennedy Agyapong is speaking as if it is the NDC and the YBM? I don't know whether you guys are getting what I'm saying. Ever since Kennedy Agyapong here in Adrian said, Opeso than the president, no. Utie ne nkomodie mu nina. Utie Kennedy Agyapong nkomodie mu nina. I said ye eye NDC ne wa aban mu. Do you understand what I'm saying? First, Kennedy Agyapong the ding be call radio TV so defend Ekufuado. Ekufuado we bi enuma, Ekufuado ayese. Ever since Kennedy Agyapong decided to run for presidency, his perspective on Ekufuado
MELODIES TV on YouTube.
Now say Wakasabia was saying the Ghana mbekunu bre and the adwuma ni ho and the dollar rate ayese. Now say the Asa Kennedy Agyapong has been faced with the reality. As an saying someone now walk out with the Ekufuado ku alma eka and the Ekufuado ayese and the waya there and the baumia ayese. Now say as a sanya mani nan wa forgetting my fin and saying he's focusing on, or he's speaking on the part of Ghanaians. Senya enyama bia ya na yeka ono ekwatena TV so ni radio so defend their abino. And that you won't defend Ibium. And that they have no kasa to say yen. It's interesting. It's very interesting. And that you can Japan catch and say Ghana mbebunu ebetenase 6 years enye jumanye. Sir, I never knew a day like this will come. Nipakra waka say Kennedy Agyapong on running for president, you know. Nipakono waya there. Because aside everything else, one thing is a Nipakono ama Kennedy Agyapong aba to reality. Nipakono ama Kennedy Agyapong, I mean, because of his presidential ambition, you know, he's been traveling around. So Nipakono ama Kennedy Agyapong, and then he has come back to reality. It was this same Kennedy Agyapong several years ago, and a few years ago. Nanse me te say was it Mahama was there? Nanse me te say will be cry kasa hasem no. Was it Mahama? I think it was Mahama. Yeah, Mahama Nanse interview bi Mahama one what the Maya yeah no. Mahama kan hasem no auto jab Emma Kennedy Agyapong. It was Nanse yon sorry, few years ago na Kennedy Agyapong kan so ope say uye ohini a eno na wo call into farming. Kennedy Agyapong who say wo person than the president na ende de wo be ka tren say wo ba farming no be yusu ama Ghana ya gidin wa Africa obe boa yen de farming no mebu no be kom na nyama na sen Mahama kokan e wo we wo de Maya interview no Mahama kan say ani and some people came and they are saying some people
Melodies
say
TV
have
on
said that
YouTube.
if you want to be poor you go into farming, but it is a lie. And say Mahama and some kind no auto jab or ma Kennedy Agyapong jab. Kennedy Agyapong anya say we running for presidency and we name that say emfaso e wo farming mu. And then the occasion said the northern side and the or the whole na be ye fu no the feed Africa. Hey, we see if I go akade Kennedy Agyapong say oh nane president oh aboa Ghana papa. Oh aboa Ghana. If I go na aboa Ghana. Hey, now saying what Kennedy Agyapong na Kennedy Agyapong kasa about rate interest rate our banks ni nyama na o hwa se ne wo kasa passionately am say hey Kennedy Agyapong ni oh the bakro katen so run for presidency no wa boa Ghana wa boa Ghana share because now the man has come to reality. Now he has come to reality. But Mr. Kennedy Agyapong, don't feel guilty. At the end there, if you are saying you feel guilty, why are you feeling guilty? We don't need your sympathy, Ken. The country doesn't need your sympathy. Una wabo obra. Ena wenya osika. Ena also ode umba. Ebe kwa abruchi. You know the reason why I ode umba kwa abruchi. It says any Ken. Oyari ya. Oka se dabi. Utina Ghana. Udi agra. Ebi ane we winti. Obe kwa abruchi. Kwa abruchi nsu na onya ayaresa no. Aha. Ni na se. Una wabo obra. Media sa de na enya asem mame. Politician yen agyen se wode ne mba kwa abruchi ano ode ono a ne ho kwa abruchi a. Ono na wabo ne bre nya ne sika. Baby obeso okokonya yaresa bia no yenja no nkonkonya na yaresa. So for me that is not even a problem. Please don't come and tell us you are feeling guilty because you know you don't feel guilty. If obi ya de na me ya de na me kasa ade we ama ye de me nu me ho se me yo what's the solution to this?
Melodies TV on YouTube.
Se me ka tell say oh ade we ya me ye me nu me ho se me yo na me guso aye. That be then I'm not finding solution to it. So what can say who feel guilty say omba wa abrochi na Ghana graduate enye juma nye and all that. Please, we don't need your sympathy. Don't feel guilty for anyone. Don't feel guilty. Kennedy Agyapong, when you were praising President Akufo-Addo when we used a lot of money to close down and listen na meka and Crawford and the other time no but the problem, number one problem I have with Kennedy Agyapong is the level of hypocrisy. That's my problem, my only problem. Aside everything else, I like the man. His generosity and all that. Charisma. Senya wakana adweno me penasem. But hypocrisy no and no pen me ya ewonimu. That's his weakness, one weakness I seriously can't deal with. Same Kennedy Agyapong when the wakasa wobebo Rollins echi. So Rollins enama ende Ghana entrepreneurship enkosro because Rollins time and entrepreneurs e wo man we mu Rollins gu omo adwuma eye den Kennedy Agyapong now obekasa egu Rollins ho fiu. Oya na watende nechi aba bebo Akufo-Addo aba so say indigenous people banks a wo mu bie wo Ghana Ekufuado go banks no Ekufuado aya ade say we go sa banks no same person no ebo Rollins echi say Rollins gu nyuma wo Ghana oya na wabo Ekufuado aba so say Ekufuado nso obo na aba so say we gu nyuma banks e wo Ghana embra sa banks no sika na omu hia wo mo de bet stande indigenous banks o sika na omu hia mo de be gina omu nan so no na sika ye di gu omu no edoson sense a na so still ye yisu sika bebre no edi gu omu rather than supporting them. This is the same person. Inti say this is for time they obe bomb omochi omo de omo ye evil omo ye say na so edu ono ne croffer and he's part of the reason why and ye wo baby aye we obi I can tell you for a fact that due to how influential Kennedy Agyapong is embra wakasa about okasa bad about farming no me sure say will be ebi anana adwen aye ne so person call farming mu but here Kennedy Agyapong wan kobium and they say nipa kro no where have you landed that person and they say nipa kro no him fa na ode na to because and they wo ka say farming ne de ye last now try so be explaining ne ho ewo metro and everyone saw say Ken in someone okay ken de anyway mo try mo your comment box no mo President Kennedy Agyapong future president mo try mo adwen me da say